What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and just announced we have an arrival time for a reconciliation stimulus package, a revised Build Back Better bill. And this is your stimulus package update, Build Back Better update, and stimulus check update. Now, I just reported to you in my last video that the Senate had come to an agreement on more pandemic funding to help with vaccinations and therapeutics, and we heard that after that, there would be new phases coming, and there would be new agreements and talks for stimulus. And already, you guys, we have an update on arrival times of when we can expect to see this, and it's gonna be pretty quick because it's a midterm election year, and Democrats, if they want to stay in power, are going to need to get stuff done. Now, take a look at some of the headlines coming out, you guys. Dems plot a spring sprint for party line spending deal with Manchin, saying that they're going to get this done this spring. They're getting ready, getting Joe Manchin on board. Take a look. Here it is. 56 days to get Manchin to agree to a deal on Biden's faltering agenda. Democrats say that they have until Memorial Day to try and get a huge tax and spending bill passed, and the Russia crisis should supercharge the climate efforts in the Build Back Better 2.0. So you guys, they are working away on this. They're saying that they want to get this done, and they want to get it done by Memorial Day. And they need to do so because it's after Memorial Day that things are going to start picking up for the midterm elections, and we have a 50-50 Senate, and Democrats hold the House by the slimmest of majorities. So it is very likely that as we approach Memorial Day and then going into elections, there is going to be a whole lot of legislation going on. There is going to be a lot of proposals. Stimulus checks are already on the table. 4 different bills for gas, stimulus checks, and a lot of the economic issues are going to be addressed through new legislation. So there's going to be a lot flying around. We're going to see what's proposed and what actually passes. And I'm going to keep you up to date, but let's take a look at what they're saying about the arrival time of Build Back Better 2.0 and what we can expect. So you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in, get you caught up on the latest. But before we do, also wanted to say thank you for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. More content coming this week. Keep an eye out for a new video on 5 cryptocurrencies if you're interested in investing to keep an eye out on in this year of 2022. And also, if you're just interested in learning about growing wealth, personal finance, investing in real estate, stocks, cryptos, any of that good stuff, business related, keep an eye out on that channel for more content coming here soon. Also, before we dive in, don't forget, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps out my channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, I'll keep you up to speed on everything going on. All you got to do, totally free, is smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these articles and get you caught up on the arrival time, the time frame coming out from Congress for more stimulus. So, link in the description below to this article that came out yesterday that's going to be giving us more details on the arrival time of these packages. The article says, Dems plot a spring sprint for a party line spending deal with Manchin, and the subtitle says that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that the resuscitation of the bill, once called the Build Back Better, is a high priority for the caucus, but a revival won't be easy. Now, the article says that Senate Democrats are preparing to make one last push for a deal with Joe Manchin on a huge party line tax and spending bill. And they say they'll do it differently this time. So, as you know, it's been quite some time since we've seen the last stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan. That was a year ago, back in March of 2021. Now they're saying that they're going to get this done, but they're going to be addressing it significantly different. Now, we will see. Reading on, it says, with their 50-member majority poised to confirm Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court by the end of this week, Democrats say that they will quickly turn to trying to rebuild the bill once known as the Build Back Better. But rather than redux of a slow motion collapse of that $1.7 trillion plan, they say they will swiftly meet Manchin where he is at. So they're saying that they're more willing to negotiate and meet him at his current stances on provisions. And we've heard progressives say, just go ahead and do that, because whatever we can pass through, let's do that. But then they are urging the president to do executive orders and executive actions to pass through on his own provisions that there is no agreement upon with the Democratic Party. They're saying reallocate existing funds, pass checks, pass child tax credits, pass these provisions, cancel student debt, all of these things. They're saying just do it on your own after we can get some sort of an agreement through. Now, we will see. Reading on, it says we either do it before Memorial Day or you're not going to be doing it at all, said Senator Tim Kaine, who is close to Senator Joe Manchin. Now, the pivot from confirming the first black woman Supreme Court justice to reviving their top legislative priority could be the last major move that Democrats can pull off before the battle for the Senate control takes a hold of Washington. So this could be the last push before those midterm elections. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that the party line bill's resuscitation is a high priority for his caucus, which needs a palate cleanser after swallowing a bitter pill of Manchin's rejection back in December. As you'll recall, he said that he could not support it in good faith and pretty much shut it down. But they said that they were going to continue talks, and now they are bringing it back to life. Now, Manchin is open to a smaller focus on raising taxes on the rich and big corporations, also married with prescription drug reform and climate spending, which would be a significant accomplishment if it actually gets to Biden's desk. He wants roughly half of any new revenues from the bill to go toward deficit reduction, which is, as we heard, a major concern for Joe Manchin and many conservatives in Congress, as they're saying all of the spending that has come from previous stimulus packages during the pandemic has caused this record high inflation that we haven't seen in 40 years. They do not want to add to it. They want to try to reduce it. So they're saying this bill is going to help pay for some of that. And it says Democrats say that if they can pass this package, they'll sell it this fall as a cost-cutting law that makes the wealthy pay their fair share. So they're saying we're going to get the wealthy to pay more taxes to help pay for these provisions. Now, Democrats see Manchin as ready to negotiate more than 3 months after he went on Fox News and rejected their last plan. But in typical Manchin form, the conservative Democrat is staying coy about how serious prospects are for an agreement. So he's not coming out and saying we have a deal, but he is saying he is willing to come to the negotiating table, and they're saying that they're going to be pushing to get this done by Memorial Day. And Senator Joe Manchin had this to say: really, I can't give you a reading on it if there's anything serious about this. You have chatter and we talk to everybody, but there's nothing really serious yet, Manchin said in an interview. Now, asked if that could change, he replied, it could. After next week, we'll see. After the judge and all of that, maybe things will pick up. So you guys, we're hearing that Democrats are saying, yes, it's going to be picking up and they're going to be getting this done here very soon. Now, there also, though, is plenty of skepticism going around regarding Democrats' prospects of success. One Democrat who regularly talks to Manchin doubted whether any party line bill checking his boxes is going to be achieved at this point, citing the mismatch between Kyrsten Sinema and Manchin's tax positions. The Arizona Democrat prefers surtaxes on the wealthy and big corporations, not the tax rate increases that Manchin said that he likes. Now, Mike Koska, a spokesperson for Bernie Sanders, put it this way about the chances of getting anything done. He said, I'd love to be wrong, but I'm not holding my breath, saying that he does not believe that Democrats in the Senate are likely going to be getting anything done. Now, still, Democrats insist that they already agreed on plenty of things like plowing money into alternative energy and cutting prescription drug prices. Giving up now would amount to a huge wasted opportunity as they get closer to the midterms that could erase their House and Senate majorities. But a prolonged fight that ends in failure wouldn't go over well either. So they still have a chance, we're hearing, to get this done. They're going to be pushing to do it. Giving up is just going to end in failure. They're at least going to try to get this done. So there you have it, you guys. A lot of news coming out this week. We have an updates on arrivals, new phases of stimulus coming out, and we'll be seeing if there's any progress on gas stimulus checks, child tax credits, getting rid of student loan debt. There's a lot starting to come up, and I will keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and you can join the Ram fam. I'll let you know everything unfolding. If you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much again for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.